selection of soft and spongy rasagullas right on our table. We're going to see the small tricks and tips involved in doing this lovely soft rasagullas. Let's see how to do this nice, soft, yummy rasagullas right now. 1 liter of full fat or full cream milk, 300 grams or 2 cups of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of corn flour, some pistachios to garnish, juice of 1 lemon and some water. This rasagulla is actually a very simple sweet which is really delicious and nice. But what happens is there are a lot of small issues involved in preparing this where we tend to go wrong. So let's just clarify all those small issues and we are going to have a wonderful rasagulla. So for that, first we need this full fat milk or full cream milk. It might, if you were to get right straight from the cow, then there is no words for that. But it's not available to everybody because the best rasagullas can be made only with milk which is got readily from the cow. Well, we don't get that everywhere, so we are getting the tinned ones, bottled ones or canned ones, whatever it is. So that should be full cream or full fat milk. So see to that, that will be the first condition what we are going to do. And now we are going to curdle the milk. Again, while curdling the milk, and we are going to take the chena out of it. While curdling the milk, we'll have to be very careful, like we have to keep stirring it so that no cream or nothing is formed on top of it. And then after switching the stove off, we'll be adding the lemon juice, and the lemon juice should be, you have to extract the juice of the lemon and filter it so that there is no seeds or small grains left with the juice. Otherwise they will go into the chana and you will not have the proper taste. We have to wash out this lemon taste also from the milk. So we have to filter it and use it. So now first let's start to boil this milk. For boiling the milk, again take a clean vessel like this and pour some water to the bottom. And you will really find the technique working, that your milk doesn't stick to the bottom. So try this way and pour some water and then pour the milk and keep it on the stove. I'm just pouring around 1/4 glass of water. Now the water has started to boil, so add the milk. Like this, you can just keep stirring it now and then. Why we are stirring it and we don't want any fat to be formed or cream to be formed as a top layer is because that what will happen is you will have to finally throw it out. So in that case you will be wasting some fat. So that's why we don't want that to come in, and that's why you are just stirring like this. Now look, the milk has started to boil. You can remove it from stove. Now just let's wait for 2 to 3 minutes and see that the temperature is coming down. Now the diluted lemon juice, we are going to pour it into the milk. We have added a 1/2 glass of water to the lemon juice. Now just start pouring the lemon juice. You can even use vinegar diluted with water. It depends on what is available to you then. Can you see it has started to curdle? And just let's wait for some more time. You pour the complete lemon juice. Can you see the milk has curdled? See, the milk has to curdle in such a way that it is completely separated. There will be some water and some milk granules like this. You can find a slight light greenish water like, and then there will be milk. Now let us take it to a muslin cloth or a nice filter. Now pour it to a muslin cloth with a colander or a filter underneath. This is the whey water. You will need not waste this. You can use this whey water for your other recipes, or even you can do the chapati dough with this. You can even use it to rinse your hair. It will serve as a good conditioner and your hair will get one nice silky texture. Can you see the soft paneer? Now we are going to wash this paneer. Now wash it with cool water so that the paneer doesn't become hard and the lemon juice and the soreness in this will go off. Now this will not be hot also, so you can straight away hold it with your hand and remove the excess water like this. If you're going to remove it with water, what will happen? Your rasagullas will break, so you will have to remove the excess water definitely. Now after squeezing to some extent, you can straight away tie it and leave it for half an hour so that the excess water also goes off, or you can put a weight on it to remove the excess water. So now just look at this. We have the soft paneer ready. Now look at this. We gave a nice press in the cold water and we tied it up. So what has happened is there are no lumps actually formed here. So we are having a nice soft paneer. So what you will have to do is keep kneading this for the next 5 minutes. So dear friends, here I would wish to tell one thing. Normally this traditional rasagullas were made only with the pure cow's milk. But okay, if I am going to say you need pure cow's milk, then only you will be able to do it. Like you will lose interest. So what we are doing is we are finding out some method to make everybody have the rasagullas. So what we are doing is we are adding just 1 or 1.5 teaspoons of corn flour to this paneer, so that if there are small irregularities in the milk, then that will get adjusted by this corn flour. See, for example, if you're going to take a nice soft paneer like this and you're going to straight away put it in the syrup, you will get a nice rasagulla. Definitely you will get a nice rasagulla. But while everybody is trying this, they might not be able to get, either they become flat or they will burst. They will burst is because this paneer will have some water in it, and so the water molecules will want to come out. So when they are boiling, automatically they will burst. So to avoid that, what we are doing is we are adding 1.5 teaspoon of corn flour. So now I have mashed it nicely. I am going to add the corn flour. I am just adding very little quantity. It should not be heaped spoons. It should be just a spoon to the normal level. Now again, after adding the corn flour, see to that you mix the flour nicely to the paneer. So knead it again for another 3 to 5 minutes. We have kneaded it well. Now let's make into the required quantity of rasagullas. Wash your hands, dry them, and then do the new ones. Depends on the size you would prefer. I am doing a medium size rasagulla. You can either make it big or small. Rotate it nicely so that you get a nice, do not press it, but just like this you can make a nice round ball without any cracks. Can you see? It's not having any cracks. So now look at this. We have done the rasagulla balls. We are going to put them into the sugar syrup. And for the sugar syrup, take a wide open vessel like this with a lid. Add around 750 milliliter of water. That will be around 3 glasses of water. We are going to make the sugar syrup with this. We do not add the complete sugar to this. Just we'll add 3/4 and leave it. We'll have to dissolve this sugar nicely. We'll have to bring the syrup to a nice boiling stage. Then only we will be adding the rasagullas to this. Now look at this. This is one important condition. The water should be boiling continuously like this. Now you are going to drop all the rasagulla balls. And again, because we had made it ready and we kept it for some time, what will happen is they would have taken the shape of the plate. So just give it a small press like this and then put it into the boiling water. Cover it and allow it to boil for another 10 to 15 minutes. Totally we will need around 15 to 20 minutes. So first let this boil initially for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, look, see, the rasagullas have doubled in size. Can you see them? They have become big and they have doubled in size. So this is what we require. Do not stir much and don't keep opening the lid and just watching at the rasagullas. Just leave them. They will double up in size if you're going to leave them like that only. So just leave them like that. After 10 minutes you can just give a small stir and they have to get done for some more time. So again leave them to boil for another 10 minutes. Well, when you're taking a lid, see to that it has a small hole, something for the steam to escape. Otherwise they will have to have a lot of pressure to get cooked inside. So this kind of a vessel will be more better to do this. Now see, after 20 minutes we have the nice full rasagullas ready. So at this stage we can remove it from the stove. Look at the size. They have doubled up nicely. You can taste the sugar syrup and see if you feel, because rasagullas normally should be taken in a very mild sugar. If you feel this sweet is enough, you can stop it here or just add the remaining quantity of sugar to this syrup, cover it and remove it. Straight away they will get dissolved. Need not worry about that. Now just look at this. At this stage, before removing it from the stove, you can add the vanilla essence or rose essence. If you want to make it more natural, you can even add the cardamom essence to this, so that it will have a nice flavor. But normally I don't wish to add any essence, so that's why I am not adding anything to this. So our lovely spongy rasagullas are ready. Let us transfer them to the serving bowl. Now just remember, you will have to leave this for at least 8 to 10 hours so they get nicely soaked in the syrup, and then you can eat them. Now decorate them with pistachios. Now just to show that these are really soft and nice, I am putting them into a bowl of cold water. This is completely cold water. So I am going to put them into this and squeeze them and show it to you. Now again, if you are going to put them into water, they will regain their shape. So this is the right texture of rasagulla. As mentioned, we are making rasagulla with any kind of milk, but only thing is it's a full fat milk. But you have the canned milk or something like that. I want you all to get it rightly, so that's why we are adding. Just add very flat 1 teaspoon or maybe a little more, 1.5 teaspoon of corn flour. Otherwise what will happen, the texture will become very thick. So do not add more corn flour also. So now just let me cut this. Can you see? There are nice pores here. So this will be the texture of the rasagullas. Just bear it in mind, all the small tips, and you can go ahead preparing this lovely rasagullas. Just look at this. We have the lovely, wonderful rasagullas. They will not become flat or they will not become hard and anything. You need not worry about that. But that leave them in the syrup for at least 10 hours and then you can consume them. They will be really yummy and tasty. So dear friends, hope you enjoyed this session of making these lovely rasagullas. Try all this, like with all the small tips what was mentioned, like because we don't get the original cow's milk, so you can use it with any full fat cream or full cream milk. And as mentioned, you should see that no lumps are formed. Make it into a smooth paste and then add corn flour to it. The sugar syrup should be boiling while you're adding this rasagullas. Otherwise, they will not firm up and they will not increase in the size. So you'll have to keep it in the same high temperature, and we're going to add half of the sugar in the later part, so that we don't allow the sugar syrup to become thick initially itself. So that's why we are following all these steps. Follow all the steps each one by one, and then you are sure to get a lovely yummy rasagullas, because some of them are complaining like they are getting flat rasagullas or they are getting disintegrated. That's all because of some excess water in the chana. When you're doing the paneer, if you're going to smash it, the water should go out completely. That is why we are taking all that care, and that's why we are adding some corn flour also. If some small water is left over, that's will balance. So try this and keep us posted. Those recipes are always enhancing your taste buds. If you like this video, just like, subscribe to Dosa to Pizza. For your printable recipes, visit dosatopizza.com. Thank you and bye-bye.